This is the last part of this lesson. This is a little bit about grammar. Okay, this is a little bit about grammar. So this is just introduction. Okay, what is this? This is actually to tell you that the different kinds of words in Arabic. Okay, the different kinds of word that you will see over the next few weeks. Okay, and these words, so this is under this topic. It is okay, this topic is called aqsamul kalimah. Aqsamul kalimah. Aqsamul kalimah. Aqsam means categories. Aqsam, categories of kalima. Kalima means word. So the categories of words. Categories of words. Or you can also say types of words. The types of words fi lughati al-arabiyyah. Fi al-lughati al-arabiyyah. Or you can just say fi lughati al-arabiyyah. Fi in al-lughati al-arabiyyah. Al-lugha means language. So in the language, al-arabiyyah, Arabic. This is how we say Arabic language. We say al-lughatul arabiyyah. Or in this case, it is al-lughatil arabiyyah. Okay, al-lugha is language and al-arabiyyah is Arabic. So now we are going to look at the types of words in Arabic. In English, they call it parts of speech. So in English, you have noun, you have verb, you have adjective, you have a few others, right? So what do we have in Arabic? Okay, so in Arabic, we only have 3 types of words. Okay, we only have 3 types of words. So I will just go through. So at least in the next classes, it is going to be familiar. You are going to be familiar with these words, right? So for example, okay, let's look at the 3 types. The first type of word is called ismun. 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 You can also call it, or you can also say ism by skipping the last sound. Ism. Okay, ism or ismun. Ism or ismun is noun. So this is the term that we use in Arabic. Noun, we say ism. Okay, that is the first category of word, ism. Okay, now the second category of word, it is called fi'lun. 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 Or you can also say fi'l. 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 Okay, so that is the second types of word. So we have ism, you have fi'l. And what is fi'lun? Or fi'l? Fi'l is verb. Okay, fi'lun is verb. Now we look at the third category of word. Okay, fi'lun is verb. The third category is called harfun. 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 Or you can also say harf by skipping the last sound. Harf. What is harf? Harf is a particle. And what is a particle? Particle in language is referring to certain words. Certain words that you use to join between sentences, right? To convey certain meanings. Like in English, you have like conjunction, we have preposition. So these are some examples of harf. Okay, so now let's just look. Let us take a look at some of the examples of ism, fi'l, and also harf. Okay, so now the first category is the ism. Al-ism. Al-ism or al-ism. So here they just put the alif lam. Al-ism, the noun. So what are the examples of the noun? Okay, we look at the first one. Okay, can somebody read this for me? Yes, Huda. Yes, Huda. Can you read this word for me? Huda, are you here?
Yes, sir, I'm here.
Yes. What is this word?
Ahmadun.
Yes, correct.
Ahmad.
Ahmad. Yes, correct. But don't say Ahmadun, yeah, because there is no Don't at the end. It is
Yeah,
just
yeah.
yes,
Ahmed
Ahmadu or Ahmad. Yes, correct, Huda, Ahmad. So Ahmad, everybody knows what is Ahmad?
is name.
A name, right? Correct. So a name, the name of a person, Ahmad. So the name of a person is an ism. It is a noun because it refers to a person, right? So every word, any word that refers to a person, then it is a noun. Whether it is the name, for example, like Ahmad, Jalili, Zaid, Jannah, Huda, Wasif, and so on. So these are all ism, noun. Yeah, good. Okay, that is number one. Okay, now we look at this word, the second word, another example. Okay, yes. Okay, who wants to read this? Yes, wasif. Okay, try wasif, this word.
Ashadun,
Asadun. Yes, correct. But not ashadun. This is asa.
Asadun,
Yes, correct. Asadun. Good. Asadun. Or you can also say asad. Asad. And what is an asad? This is an animal. This is a lion.
Lion.
Yes, correct, Huda. Lion. So Asad is a lion. Asad is a lion. So lion is an animal, right? So every time you see an animal or the word is referring to an animal, then that is also a noun. Yeah, Asad. Good. Okay, now let us look at the third word. Okay, for this word, please make a correction. Please remove this, the tanwin, the second symbol, only the first one. Only this one. This one is correct. Okay. So yes, remove the one that I drew in blue. Yeah. Okay. Yes. Can we read this? Okay. Jana. Jana. Yes. Jana. Read Jana.
Fatimatun.
Fatima tu. Correct. Fatima tu. Or you just say Fatima. Right. So Fatima, everybody knows a name as well, right? A name. So a name is a noun. Yeah. Isim. Good. Isim. Okay. Now we have another word. Yes. Salima. Okay. Salima. Iqra'i Salima, read Salima. So when I say Iqra or Iqra'i, it means read, yeah? Iqra, everybody knows this word, Iqra. Yes, Iqra'i Salima.
I am Misro.
Misru, correct, Sahih. Yes, good. Misru. Okay, Misru, or you can also say Misr by skipping this sound. Misr, Misr. This is a country. And do you know what country is this? Misr.
Yeah, Masar.
This is
Egypt,
near Egypt. Yes,
Egypt.
correct. Yes, it is near to
Yeah,
Buddha's
Egypt.
country. Yeah, Egypt. So Egypt in Arabic they say Misr. Yes, was it? Misr. Misr. Yeah, Misr. Okay, good. So this is Egypt. So a country, the name of a country, of course, it is an isim. So far very simple, right? Isim. I believe everybody should know what is an isim. Noun. Okay, now the next word. Okay, the next word. Yes, Zaid. Iqra Zaid.
Madrasa.
Madrasa, yes, correct, Zaid. Madrasa, or you can also read with the tanwin, madrasatun. Yes, madrasatun is a noun because, okay, who knows what is a madrasa?
School.
School,
School.
correct. A school, yes, correct, school, yeah. So madrasa is a school, correct. So madrasa, a school, a building, that is a noun. Isim, okay. Now we have this word, okay. We have this word. Dalili, yes, dalili. Iqra'i dalili.
Rijlun.
Rijlun, mashallah. Rijlun, yes. Or you can skip the lam and you say rijl. Okay, you just say rijl. Yes, rijl. Rijlun or rijl. Okay, rijlun is a, anyone knows what is a rijl? Aha, this is our leg. Yes,
Man.
Huda. Man, no, man is not rijl. For the word man, the letters are similar, Huda. You still have the same letter, ra, jim, lam, but we don't read rijl. For man, you will say rajul. This is rijul. With different symbols, it will have a different meaning. Yeah. So this is rijul. It is not man. It is a leg. Okay. Your leg is called rijul. Leg. Yeah. Rijulun. Okay. If you want to say man, then you say rajul. The difference is in the vowels. Okay. So rijul is a leg. So our body parts. It is an object. So an object is also an isim. Okay, look at the next page. So on the next page, we have also we have other examples as well. for the word for the noun. Sorry, for the noun. Okay. Who else? Sajad. Yes, Sajad. Iqra Sajad.
Al-in
Al-inabu. Correct. Yes, thank you. Al-inabu. Al-inabu. Or you can say al-inab. Al-inab. So al-inab is a fruit. Okay. Who knows what is this fruit? Inab. Okay. Al-inab is
Grape.
a grape. Yes, correct, Huda.
Grape.
Grape, yes. Grape is inab. Okay, grape is al-inab. So these are all the examples of an isim, noun. Okay, yeah? Okay, good. So now, let us look at a quick definition of isim. So this is not important for you, yeah? This is just for you to better understand what is an isim. So of course, isim is a word that refers to a human, an object, anything that is an isim. So here I will just go through what is this an al-isim. Al-isim ma dalla ala isim, or a noun is what refers to insan. What refers to insan? Insan is human. So what here is, it means anything, any word. The word that refers to a human. So like the word Ahmad just now, like the word Fatima. These are all human, then it is called isim, right? So that is the first one. Au, sorry. Au hayawan. Au hayawan. Au means or, hayawan animal. So like the word asad, we had the word asad, lion. So that is also an isim. Au nabat, or plant. So all these plants, these are all noun. Fruits and so on, like the word al-inab. So this is also an isim, a noun. And then they say here, au balad. Au balad, or a country. Balad. Balad can have a different meanings. Can have different meanings. You can translate as country balad. You can translate it as a state. You can translate it as a town, an area, a place. These are all the word balad, right? So that is balad, not necessarily a state or a country. Au Madina, just like balad is like what? Like the yes, the Misr, the word Misr just now, Egypt. That is an example of balad. Au Madina, or a city. Madina is a city such as what? Kuala Lumpur. Or the word Medina itself, the city, a city, that is also a noun. Au, okay, here please make a correction. This is with the wrong vowel. The correct vowel is au alamin. Sorry, please make correction. The one who typed this had made a typo. Au alam. Alam means a proper noun. A proper noun is a name of a person, name of a city, name of a country, name of something. You call it alam, such as Malaysia, such as Somalia, such as Bangladesh. So these are all nouns, such as your name, Zaid, Salima, Jannah, and so on. These are all called alam. Yeah, the names of something is called alam. Also, the name of something is also an isim. Au jamad. Au jamad, or an object. Jamad is actually an object, inanimate object, the object that does not have life. Okay, such as what? Such as school, just now, madrasa. So madrasa, that is an object, so it is an isim. Jamad. Au that, or that. What is this word? That means that refers to a being. So for example, insan, a human. So human, that he is a being, right? Is a being, living thing. So living being. So it is an alam. What else? Such as shaitan. You have the word shaitan, the Satan. Iblis, shaitan. So these are all isim as well, because they refer to a being, that. Okay, like the word malaika, the angels. So that is also, malaika is also a noun, right? So this is just some examples, and the definition is not 100% exhaustive. So you can have, they can include other things as well, right? So this is just to give you an idea what is an isim. Okay, that is the first one about an isim. Okay. Now, this is a bit important. The second one. Alamatul ismi. Alamatul ismi. Alamatu al-ismi. Alamat means signs. Signs of an isim, signs of a noun. So sometimes you have a word that you do not know the meaning, but you want to know whether is this a noun, is this an isim, or is this a verb, a fi'l, or is this a particle and a harf. So which one is that? What is this word? Okay, you want to know the word. So of course, one of the way is by looking at the meaning. And by looking at the meaning, you should be able to know, oh, this is a noun, this is a verb, this is a harf. But sometimes you do not know the meaning and you are not able to find the meaning, but you still want to know whether this is noun or not, then you have to look at this alamat or the signs. So what are the signs? There are a few signs, but here they only give you two signs. Okay, the first one, the first alamat or the first sign of an isim is this. It is the alif and lam. What is alif and lam? That is the alif lam that we have learned earlier. The alif and lam. Okay, the alif lam that you add to the word. Al-bayt, al-madrasa, al-jannah, al whatever al, right? All of this alif lam al-qamariyah and alif lam shamsiyah. So whenever you see a word with alif lam in front of the word, then that word is always an isim. Okay, is it okay? Every time you see al, you know this is a noun. This is an isim. So these are some examples of the noun. Okay, there is some example that we don't see in our list previously. Mithlu, mithlu means for example. So if you want to say, oh, for example, you say this word, mithlu, mithlu. Mithlu, the first word, al-amal, al-amal. So what is al-amal? The word amal means work, work. But it is not the verb to work. No, this is the work itself. And how do you know this is a noun? Because of this alif lam. So whenever you see al-amal, oh, you know this is work, but this is not a verb. This is a noun. So the work. Okay, so alif lam. The second word. The second word, this is rajul. Huda, this is the word to refer to man, rajul. Just now is rijal. Yeah. Okay. So rajul, man. So of course, if you look at the meaning, you know this must be an isim, a noun. But assume that you do not know the meaning. You see this alif lam, then you know that is the alif lam shamsiyah. Then this is the sign that the word is a noun. Yeah. A rajul is an isim. Another example. As-salam. As-salam. What is as-salam? Oh, I don't know what is the meaning. But if you look at the word, you have alif lam. And this alif lam shamsiyah. So, you know, this must be a noun. What is the meaning of as-salam? As-salam is one of the names of Allah. So, it is, since it is the name of Allah, then it is, what is that? Isim. And as-salam is also means peace. Like when we say as-salamu alaikum, peace. So what is this word peace? Is it a noun, a same, fi'il or harf? You look at the word, you have alif lam. So it is an isim. Okay, so this is another example. And the last example for isim with alif lam is al-jundiyu. Al-jundiyu. Al-jundi. The word jundi means a soldier. A soldier is called jundi. Now you have alif lam because you want to say the soldier. Therefore, this must be a noun. Okay, so this is the first sign of a noun, alif lam. Now we look at the other sign. The second sign. Okay, what is the second sign of a noun? Here they say aw. Aw means or at-tanween. Or at-tanween. Everybody knows at-tanween now, right? So this, the ending, on, an, in, these are all tanween. So what they say here is that if you say a tanween at the end of a word, so that word must be a noun. Okay, that word must be a noun. Mithlu, for example, you have the word, okay, this is amalun. That is how you read this word. Okay, please put the vowel, yeah? But later on, as you progress, you will know, oh, this must be amal and not umal or imal or amil or imil. Why? Because you have learned the word. Okay, so amalun, a work, a work. So here you see a tanwin. Therefore, you know this must be and isim, a noun. Okay, amalun. The next word, kharijan. Kharijan. Okay, if you look at the dictionary, kharij means outside. Kharij means outside. So what is this word? Is that a noun and isim? Is that a fi'il? Or is that a particle? So sometimes it is a bit difficult for you to determine by looking at the meaning. Is that a noun, isim, fi'il, or harf? So that is where you have to look at the sign. So go for the sign. So here again we see this tanwin. So since you have tanwin, you know, oh, this is also another noun. So the word kharij, kharijan is an isim. Outside, that is the meaning. Yeah, outside of the building, kharijan or kharij. The next word. Okay, how do you read this? Ta and alif. Uh, how do you read this? Is this ti, ta, tu? Which one do you think?
Ta.
Ta, yes, correct. This must be ta, even though you don't see any
Talib.
symbol, right? This must be ta. It is impossible to have a dhamma with this alif. How do you read this? Tu, you cannot read this. How do you read this with a kasra? So if you have alif, then you know this must be with the fatha. Ta, this is the long sound. So sometimes you can take a guess. You can guess, oh, this must be ta, because you cannot read it ti or tu. So this is where you do not need the vowels anymore, because you can guess. There are some clues. So this is ta. Here you need the vowel because you do not know whether it is tala, tali, or talu. We do not know, right? Because we have not learned this word yet. Okay, this is li, and this is ba. Talibah, or you can read talibatin with this tanwin. We say talibatin or talibah. And what is a talib or talibah? Talib is a student, a female student. By looking at the,
Student.
yes, female student. By looking at the meaning, of course, student, it is an isim. But assuming that you do not know the meaning, then you look at this symbol, the tanwin. So by looking at the tanwin, you know, this must be an isim. This must be a noun. Yeah, this must be a noun. Talibatin. Okay, talibatin. Okay, now the next word. Mu'allimatun. If you look at this word, again, you do not see any vowel. So what is this word? If you do not have vowel, if you refer to the dictionary, have I told you about a dictionary that I recommend you to download? An app.
No.
Okay, you can download this.
No,
This is a
sir.
very good dictionary. So go and download this. It is called Al Ma'ani. NY or NY. NY. In Arabic, it is called this Al Ma'ani. You can download it from the App Store or from Google Play Store, from the Play Store. Okay, Al Ma'ani, and there are a few versions of this app. You have the Arabic. This is a dictionary app. You have the Arabic English. You have the Arabic. You have Arabic and other languages. Okay, I forgot what other languages. Maybe you have one in your language. I don't know, but download the Arabic English version. Al Maani, English Arabic English. Al Maani. You can also download the Arabic. For meaning, you refer to the English Arabic version, Arabic English version. For the ways how you read the word, you might need to go to the Arabic just to look at the vowels, because as you know, vowels for the Arab, they are not important. Vowels are only important for us, for the non-Arab. Okay, so download this Al-Ma'ani, play around. Okay, look at the app. And if you are only depending on Google Translate, that is not the best method, because Google Translate is this is what contributed by people, ordinary people like you and me. Okay, you can contribute. Okay, and say, oh, this is this meaning, this is this meaning. So it is not always correct. But if you refer to a dictionary app, of course, should be correct. It should be correct because they refer to the actual dictionary. Okay, so if you refer this word in the dictionary, you will see a few ways of reading it, such as ma'lamatun, mu'allimatun, right? So these are the two ways of reading this, ma'lamatun, mu'allimatun. So here the word is mu'allimatun, mu'allimatun, or mu'allimah. What is mu'allima? Mu'allima is a teacher, a female teacher. A female teacher is mu'allima. Mu'allima. So if you look at the word again, you see this tanwin. You see this tanwin. So Now you know, oh, this is an isim. This is a noun because you have the tanwin, right? So mu'allima tun. You hear that N sound to tun. The other word, this is, again, you don't see any vowel, so you do not know. How do I read this word? Is it rahali, rahala? It is rihlah. So open this app, either one, and try to find the vowel, the symbol. Okay, so especially the Arabic version. Yes, they will give you the symbol, the vowel. How should you read this word? This is rehlah, rehlatin. So what is a rehlatin? The meaning is of rehla is a journey. A journey is called, it is called rehlah. For example, last week, yeah, we have this commemoration of Al-Isra wal Mi'raj. Okay, that is the journey of our Prophet. So we say rehla Al-Isra wal Mi'raj. So Al-Isra is the rehla, the journey from Makkah to Baitul Maqdis, and Al-Mi'raj is the journey from Baitul Maqdis to the heavens, right? So this is the rehla, two rehla, the horizontal rehla from Makkah to Baitul Maqdis, and the vertical rehla. Now, okay, that is called rehla. Again, you see this tanwin. So now you know the word rehla is also an isim. Okay, and finally the word, this word. So, okay, can you try to read this word? No vowel as well. Anyone would like to try? Yes, just try. Of course, it will not be correct because we have never learned this word. Yes, who would like to try this? Yes, Ai, Ai. Just try. What would you like to read this word with no vowel? Sa'idatu. Masya Allah. You read it correct. You read it correctly. Yes, that is how you read this word. This is Sa'idatu. Sa'idatun actually. Sa'idatun. Yes, thank you, Liai. Yes, Sa'idatun. Yes, what is Sa'idatun? Sa'idatun, you look at the dictionary, they say this is happy. But what is this word when I say happy? Is that a noun? Is that a noun, an isim? Is that a verb? Is that a harf? We are not sure, right? But what do you see here? You see a tanwin. So when you see a tanwin, you know this must be a noun. This must be isim, even though the meaning does not reflect that of an isim, right? But since you have that tanwin, this must be a noun. This must be an isim. So these are the two signs that will help you to determine whether the word is a noun, an isim, or a fi'il, a verb, or a harf. Yeah, the two signs, alif lam, and also the tanwin. Two signs. Now I'm going to give you. Sorry, that should be number one. This is number one. This is number two. Now I'm going to give you the other sign. It is not mentioned here, but that is also important. The third sign. Okay, let me write it here. Put it here. Number three. The third sign. Okay, please write this down. Yeah. The third sign is this. Atta al-marbuta. Atta al-marbuta. What is this atta al-marbuta? Anybody remembers what is this atta al-marbuta? We learned this during the lesson of alif bata. I said there are a few additional letters. Ta marbuta. Anyone remembers what is this? This ta marbuta is this ta. Remember that symbol? This ta? The one that you only see at the end of a word? The one that has the T sound and also the H sound? So if you read it with a vowel, it is the T sound, tu, tan, tin. If you skip the sound, you skip the vowel, then it becomes the the H sound. Yes, this is the ta marbuta. So if the word contains this ta marbuta, confirm that is an isim. That is a noun. Such as, okay, let us look at the example. Here, you have, the last four examples. All of these words. Talibah, it ends with this ta. Mu'allimah, it ends with this ta. Rihlah, and also sa'idah. So every time you see this ta, you know it must be ta. It must be an isim. Right. Yes. So these are the signs that you should know. Yeah. Every time you see this, you know this must be an isim. Okay. Any question regarding the isim or the noun? Whatever that we have learned here. Okay. No question. So let us go to the second category of words, which is the fi'lun, which is the fi'l or the verb. Okay. So the verb. So these are the examples of verbs. Okay, so let us. I will just give you the words. The how do I read? How do we read the word? And okay, you will read the word. Sorry, you will read the word. Okay, first. Okay, the first word. The first word. Yes. Dalili. Yes, dalili.
يستمع.
Yastami'u. Good. Yastami'u. Correct. So this is yastami'u, which means listens. Listens. Yes, this is a verb. Yeah, because it contains the meaning of an action. Listen. That is a verb. Good. Yastami'u. Now the second word. Li'ai. Yes, li'ai. The second word. Daraba. Yes, your sound is not that clear, but I can still hear you. Very soft. Daraba. Correct. Yes. Daraba. Good. This is also another verb. Daraba means to hit. Hit somebody. You beat somebody. You hit or you hit a ball. You kick a ball. Okay, that is also called daraba. Daraba. Good. Next word. What about this word? Okay, Zohra, can you read this word? What is this symbol? I believe this is the first time we see this symbol, right? Okay, anyone knows what is this letter, this symbol? Or how do you read this word?
Yes. Yeah.
What is the, yes, Huda?
Yachar.
Again?
Yachri.
Yajri. Yes, thank you, Huda. Yes, correct. This is Yajri. Okay, this is this symbol. If you look at this symbol, what is this? Okay, let me tell you what is this. Okay, this is actually Ya, Jim. And this is how we will write it normally. Ya, Jim, Ra, and Ya. So if I put it this way, can you read this? Zohra, can you read this now? Zohra? Do you hear me, Zohra? Okay, I will come back to you. Jehon, Jannatul Firdaus. Yes.
يجري.
Yajri, good. Yes. So this is Yajri. But why do they write differently? Okay, what is this one? Okay, let me show you what is this one. Okay, this is actually a style of writing Ya, the letter Ya. And not only for the letter Ya, it is this shape. It is this shape. Sorry, it is this shape whenever it is having when the next letter is with this shape. So it can be a Ya or a Ba or a Ta or a Nun, as long as this that is the shape plus this shape. It can be either the Jim, it can be either the Ha, it can be either the Kha, right? Any of this. So if you have all these shapes, what you can do is you can write normally like this. This is the normal way of writing the two letters, Ya and Jim, Ba and Ha, and so on. Or you can put the first letter above the second letter like this. Okay, so in this case, if it is Ya and Jim, so this is the letter Ya, this is the letter Jim. Let's take another example. If it is what? Nun and Ha. Okay, how do you put the dots? This is the Nun, this is the Ha. And that is Nun and Ha. If it is Ya and what else? Ya and, sorry, Ya done. If it is a Ta and a Ha, Ta and a Ha. Ta and a Ha. So you just put the Ta. So this is, okay, another way of writing these symbols together with this symbol. Okay, you can put one above the other. And what about this one? What about the one that you see here? This is just a style of writing. So instead of doing this, okay, they change to something like this. This is, yes, just a style. So you can do this, okay, provided that you know, oh, this is actually a letter. It can be a ta, it can be a ba, it can be a ya. Okay, is that clear? Now you should know this one, right? So this is actually a letter. So what letter is that? You have to look at the dots. Whether it is a ta, you can put it here as well. Sometimes they put it here in between, as long as it is below this letter. It can be a noun, it can be a ta, whatever. Okay, so this is the word yajri. Yajri, and the meaning of the word yajri is run. Yajri, run, or flow. If it is water, then it flows. That is the word yajri. It is a verb, yeah. In the Quran, we have a word similar to this. I believe you read this. You read this a lot. Jannatin tajri min tahtihal. Can somebody complete the verse? Jannatin tajri min tahtihal
Anhar.
anhar. Yes, correct. We always hear this. Jannatun tajri min tahtihal anhar. Tajri. The word, that is the word that I want to highlight. Tajri. Here we read yajri. That is actually the same word. Yajri or tajri. The difference is that who flows, what flows. Okay, so it will, this is related to grammar, but that is the same word. So yajri means flows or run. In that verse that I read just now, it is about the jannah. Jannah, the paradise. The jannah tajri min tahtiha. So below it, what you will find? Anhar, rivers, flows, tajri. So jannah, you have like a garden where you have the rivers flowing. So this is the uh, a picture that Allah gives us in the Quran about the paradise. Yeah, Jannah tajri min tahtiha anhar. So yajri is a verb. Okay, next word, next verb, next fi'il. Yes, Zohra, are you here? Okay, I'll come back, Zohra. Where are you? Wasif, yes, Wasif.
Yes, sir.
Ikra. Yes.
Adrusu.
Adrusu. Thank you, Wasif. Adrusu. Yes, adrusu means I learn. I learn. I study. I learn. If you want to say I learn Arabic, adrusu. Remember what is the word for Arabic just now? This word? Al-Lugha Al-Arabiyyah. Or you can just say,
Arabian.
yes, Al-Lugha Al-Arabiyyah. Al-Lugha Al-Arabiyyah. Or you can just take this word, Al-Arabiyyah. So we say, Adrusu Al-Arabiyyah. Yeah, this is if you want to say, oh, I study Arabic. We will learn that in other lesson, inshallah. So this is just introductory lesson to the words. Yeah. Okay. Adrusu. Learn. That is a verb. Okay. Next word. Next verb. Naam. Zubair. Abidin. Zubair. Yes. Zubair. Read the word. Iqra. Yes, Zubair. This is a zai. This is a ra. This is a ain. Zubair, are you here? Mic problem. Okay, you might want to find a better mic, yeah, because I need to hear your voice. Okay, we need to practice this, and okay, please rejoin. Okay, Azatul. Okay, Azatul. Okay, Iqra'i Azatul.
Z.
Za. Again.
Za.
I don't hear.
Ro.
Zara.
Zara.
Zara'a. Yes, good. Correct. Zara'a. Yes. Zara'a. Zara'a. Zara'a means to grow, to plant. To plant a tree, we say zara'a. So that is a verb, a fi'l, because you have that action, right? Zara'a. Okay. Next word. This time you see this symbol again. Remember this symbol just now? The same symbol. So you see this one. So this is either a ta, a ya, a noun, a ba, depending on the dots. So here, now, what is this letter? Can anyone tell me? Okay. Yes,
Nun
Zubair. Okay.
and
Okay,
Ha.
noun. Okay, correct, Huda. Okay, Zubair. Yes. Can you read this word, Zubair? Okay, try your mic now. Do you know what is this letter?
Kha.
No, this is not kha. Kha is here. Kha is the second one. This the first one. Remember, just now we said this is actually a letter like this.
Noun.
Noun.
S-E.
Yes, correct. That is a noun. Yes,
Oh,
correct. That is a noun, right? So as I said, this is just a style of writing. So they put the noun above the letter, and the second letter is this letter. Okay, so the first dot is for this one, which is the noun, and the second dot is for this one, which is the letter kha. So this is how
this
we write.
one.
Yes, that is how you would normally write the word. Yeah. So this is the normal way of writing the word. This is a style of writing. You can do this. Okay, you can practice this if you want. Okay. So yes, Wasif. So not Wasif. Zubair, try your microphone, Zubair. So read the bottom one. If you cannot read the above one, read this one.
So can you hear me now?
Yes, I can.
نخرج.
Good. Yes. So nakhruju. So this is also nakhruju. Yeah. So this is the same letter. Good. Thank you. Thank you, Zubair. Nakhruju. Okay. What is nakhruju? Nakhruju means we go out. We go out. So you have an action, go out, right? So that is also a verb, a fi'l, a fi'l. And the last verb that we have here is this. Okay. Now, who else? Okay. Sajad. Yes, Sajad. Iqra, Sajad.
Usaidu.
Again.
Usaidu.
Usaidu. Yes, correct. Thank you. Usaidu. Usaidu, which means I help. I help. Yeah. Usaidu. So these are some examples of fi'l. Okay, what we call as fi'l or verbs. Okay, now we go down and we look at the brief or the definition of a fi'l. Okay, so sometimes it is, of course, the word, you know that fi'l is an action, but sometimes if you look at the meaning, the meaning is an action, but it is not necessarily a verb. It can be a noun. So how do we know whether this is a verb? Like in a noun just now, you have a few signs, right? You see this sign, or you know it is a noun. Or you look at the definition, it is a person, it is an object, then you know that is a noun. So what about the fi'l? Let us look at the fi'l. So here they say a fi'l is ma dalla ala hudusi shay'in. Okay, we stop here. Ma dalla ala hudusi shay'in. Ma dalla ala hudusi shay'in. Who's just joining us here? Hipa? No, where's this guy? All right, no problem. Ma dalla ala hudusi shay'in. What refers to shay is an action, hudus is a happening. So it means that what tells about a happening, a thing that is happening. There is something that is taking place. Hudus is taking place. So something is taking place. Something, there is an action. So that is a verb. But this is not the complete meaning of a verb in Arabic. So in Arabic, of course, for the word to be a verb, it need to have this. Huduthi shay'in. Shay'in, something must take place. So that is, okay, the first part of the definition of and is of a fi'l, of a verb. But in order for the word to be a verb, you need to have the second part of the definition. So this is the second part of the definition. Fi zamanin khasin. Fi zamanin khasin. At, fi is at, zaman is time, khas is specific. So fi zamanin khasin, at a specific time. So what does it mean? It means that for the word to qualify as a fi'l, you must have an action and it must take place at a specific time. If it is just an action like prayer, praying, like you say praying, praying is, of course, it is an action, but it is not related to a specific time. It is not like I prayed, or I am praying, or I will pray. Like in English, you have verb with specific time. We call it tense, right? Tenses. You have past tense, present tense, future tense, and so on. So in Arabic, we also have tenses. We have verb associated with specific time. So then only you call it a fi'l, right? Mithlu. So here they give you some examples of an action of a verb with a specific time. So such as the word kataba. So we had this word just now, kataba. So we said write. But of course, if you open the dictionary, they will say kataba. They will just use the meaning of that verb, to write. But if you see this word in a sentence, it is not just to write. It means wrote, because this word is related to the time, past time, to something in the past, wrote. So this is a past tense in Arabic. So I will give you the term. How do we say past tense in Arabic? How do you say present tense? How do you say so and so, right? But at the moment, let's just look at this. So fi'l must have the time as well. Kataba, wrote. He wrote. That is the correct translation for the word kataba. He wrote, past tense. The second word is yajri. So previously I said this is run, to run. That is the dictionary meaning for the word yajri, to run. But the word yajri, if it is in the sentence, it is not to run. It means is running. It is now. Or runs, present, at the present situation, present tense, runs. That is also a verb, yeah, yajri. Okay. The third example is this, isma. So this is a new word, isma. Isma is listen. Listen. So this is an instruction. So for example, I say, yeah, Sajjad, isma. Listen. Who else? Zaid, listen, isma. Okay, so I can use this word. So isma is an action. Of course, you ask people to listen. So this is also when the time is now. Listen, of course, now. Listen now. Okay, this is the example of verb. So from here, I can give you, okay, now I would like to give you the, what do you call, the types of verbs. So in the next lesson, when we start looking at the sentences, you will, when I say, oh, this is past tense, that I use the term, you know, oh, this is what, this is past tense, this is the meaning. Then you should be able to translate correctly or understand the text correctly. Okay, so please write this down. So I'm going to give you the notes about the fi'l, about the verb. Yeah, a very simple notes. Okay, a very simple
Sir?
notes. Yes.
Sorry,
Yes.
what was the meaning of us, uh, usa, it just now?
Usaidu
The,
is to help.
yeah, usa, help.
To
Okay,
help.
thank you.
Okay, but the actual meaning is I help. Okay, so in the next classes, over the next few classes, we will learn about the verb, and we will learn how to say I do, you do, he does, she does, and so on. Okay, so we will learn that inshallah. Today I will just give you the terms. Okay, so please write this down. Al fi'lu. Fa, yeah? So the first letter is a fa. Make it a bit rounder. And the next letter is an ain. Al fi'lu. Okay, let me write it again. Alif, lam, fa, ain, lam. Al fi'lu. The verb. Okay, the verb. So in Arabic, we have three types of verbs. Only three types. Only three types of verbs. Okay, so do this. Write this. Al fi'lu. Al fi'lu. Zubair, what's happening? Okay, al fi'lu. The first is, okay, write this down. Al fi'lu al madi. Al fi'lu al madi. Write this down, yeah. Al fi'lu al madi. Al fi'lu al madi. So al fi'lu al madi is past tense. This is past tense. Okay, so remember the term, yeah? Al-fi'l al-madi or fi'l al-madin. That is past tense. Al-fi'lu al-madi. What is the example of al-fi'l al-madi? Okay, here, the one that you had here. Kataba. Just now we had the word kataba. So the dictionary meaning for the word kataba is to write. That is the dictionary meaning. But since this is al-fi'l al-madi, this is a past tense, we don't translate as to write. We say wrote. And in Arabic, whenever you have a verb, whenever you have a fi'l, it is not, the meaning of that word is not the fi'l itself. You have the person who does that. So in this case, it is he. This is the correct translation of the word wrote, he wrote. How do you know it is he, she, I, you, we, they? We will learn that. We will learn that, inshallah, in our next classes. Right? So at the moment, just take the term. Al-fi'lu al-madi. Okay, that is the first fi'l. The second fi'l. Now we go to the second type of the fi'l. Okay, the second type of the fi'l is called al-fi'lu al-mudari'u. Al-fi'lu al-mudari'u. Al-fi'lu al-mudari'u. Al-fi'lu al-mudari'. And what is this al-fi'lu al-mudari'? Al-fi'lu al-mudari'. Okay, al-fi'lu al-mudari' is present tense. Okay, write it down. This is present tense. Okay, this is present tense. It can be the simple present tense, or it can be the present continuous tense. So both. We are using both fi'l mudari'. So it depends on the context. It depends on your sentence. Such as the word yajri just now. We had the word yajri. We had the word yajri. Ya, jim, ra, ya. Yajri. And the dictionary meaning for this word is to run. But in the context, since this is fi'l al-mudari', al-fi'l al-mudari', present tense, then the meaning is runs or is running. And the person, of course, as I mentioned just now, every fi'l, they will include the person as well. Okay, who is the person here? The person for this yajri is he. This is also he. So this is he runs. Or in sometimes you have to translate as he is running. But what is important, this is the present, at the present, whether it is simple present tense or the continuous, present continuous tense. Yeah, so this is the second verb, al-fi'lu al-mudari'. So you have the first, al-fi'lu al-madi, second, al-fi'lu al-mudari', al-fi'lu al-mudari'. Okay, and now the last fi'l, the last category of verb. Okay, what is the last category of verb? It is called fi'lu al-amri. Write it down, yeah? Fi'lul amri. Fi'lul amri. Or you can just say fi'lul amr. Fi'lul amr. Fi'lul amr. Okay, so what is fi'lul amr? This is a command verb. This is a command verb. You want to ask people, do this. So for example, I say, Zubair, do this. Zaid, do this. Sajjad, do this. Okay, Zuhura, do this. So you have to use a command verb, fi'lu al-amr. What is the example? This is the example. Isma. So let me write the word. Isma. Isma. And what was the meaning of isma that I gave you just now? Isma?
Listen.
Listen, correct. So isma is listen. Yes, listen. But this is in the form of a command. Okay, so we say listen, isma. So the Arabs, when they want their friend to listen to them, they will say this. Ali, listen, isma, isma, isma. They will. This is like to attract your attention. Isma, listen to me. You cannot do something. Listen to me, isma. So this is a command verb. But what is the time? The time is of course now. Now, yeah. But they don't put it under fi'l mudari' or present tense. Why? Because it is a command. So a command, you have to use fi'lu al-amr. So these are the three types of fi'l that we are going to learn, inshallah. Of course, we are not going to learn in details, just a few examples. Okay, so as long as you know, this is the fi'l madin, past tense, what is the example of mudari' and what is the example of fi'l amr, done. You will learn more details about this fi'l in level 2. Yeah, all right. So this is it. This is it. This is the about the fi'l. Okay, any questions so far about the fi'l? Anything you want to ask about the fi'l and even about the isim just now? No? Okay, all right. So
Sorry, I have one question.
yes, please.
For the present tense, what are the How do you write it? Because I can't read your handwriting. There.
You cannot read my
Sorry.
handwriting.
The
Okay.
right. Yeah.
Al-fi'lul mudari. Alif, lam, al, fi. This is fa. Al-fi'lu. So this is the word fi'l. Okay, maybe you cannot recognize this one. Okay, what is this one? This is again another style. This is actually alif, lam, and mim. And then that is the dot, raw, and ein. This is the raw. Of course, the computer raw is like that, but when you write, okay, it depends on your handwriting. Yeah. So this is al-mudari'u. Al-fi'lu, this is lam, this is mim. Sorry, yeah. This is what how we combine the lam and mim. Lam and mim, you can do this. That is the combination of lam and mim. In computer, they will sometimes do this. That is actually lam and mim. Normal writing, you can also do this. Okay, Azatul?
Thank you. Yeah, thank you.
Al-fi'lul mudari, yeah, present tense. Al-fi'lul mudari. Okay, any other questions for the verb? Before we go to the last one, the harf. Okay, no. Right. Yes. Anyone?
It's clear, sir.
Okay, good. Alhamdulillah. Okay, now we go to the last one. Okay, for the last one, we have fi'l, we have isim. The last one is harf, right? Harf. But here this is a mistake. Okay, they made a mistake here. It is not huruful jar. Please correct this. It is al harf. What they wrote here is actually one example of huruful jar, of harf. Okay, we will learn that later. But at the moment, we just learn the basic about al-harf. So what is al-harf? What is this, the so-called as the particle? So particle, of course, previously I said that harf is if the word is not a noun, the word is not a verb, then you call it harf. That is one definition. If it is not a noun and it is not a verb, then it should be a harf. But of course, there is another definition. So this is another definition for the word harf. What is harf? So here they say harf is ma dalla ala ma'nan. Ma'nan fi ghairiha. Ma dalla ala ma'nan fi ghairiha. It means what refers to a meaning in other words. Again, I repeat, you might not be able to understand this. Even so, sometimes I don't even understand what is this. Okay, but I will explain. Ma dalla ala ma'nan fi ghairiha. What refers to a meaning in other words or with other words. Okay, what does it mean? It means that this harf, let us assume this is a harf. This is a harf. So this word, it is, you will only understand the meaning, the ma'na is meaning. You will only understand the meaning fi ghairiha, with other words. So you will understand the meaning if you put it with, you combine it with the other word. Okay, so this is your harf. This is your harf. You will be understand the meaning of the harf if you have it combined with the next word or the previous word. So in other words, the harf can only be understood when you look at the whole sentence. Then you will be able to understand the exact meaning for the word harf. This is what they want to say. It is difficult to understand the individual word of for harf. But even though they say it is difficult to understand the individual meaning of that letter, if you open up the dictionary, they will still give you the basic meaning for that word. Yes, but we don't stick to that meaning because sometimes the meaning might change. So sometimes in the dictionary, they will give you a few meanings for this word harf. Let us take a look at one example. Some examples. Mithlu, for example, okay, this is the first word that they give you. This is a very interesting word. Wa. Okay, what is this word? Wa. Wa, even though it is a letter, the letter wow, wa, but it is one word on its own. It has a meaning, not just wow, the letter wow. No. What is the meaning of wa? One,
And
and, okay, what you mentioned, and is just one of the meaning. Yes, correct. The first meaning of wa is and. Yes, you are correct. Wa is and. But it is not always and. Another meaning for the word wa is by, in the sense of when you want to swear. You want to say, oh, by Allah, I want to swear by Allah's name. So you say wa, you say wa, you say wallah. And you will hear this from your Arab friends a lot. When they want to say, yes, 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 I do that, wallah, 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 they will say that. So wa. So that is not an. See? So now you have two meaning. And you will see another meaning for the word together. Together with somebody, together with. So that is also wa. So that is what they want to say here. So this harf, this word, sometimes it is difficult for you to determine what is this meaning, what is this wa, is this and, is this by. You have to put it in a sentence, then only you understand the true meaning of that wa. So for example, if in normal sentence you say Muhammad wa Zaid wa Ali. So what do you think? What is that wa? Muhammad wa Zaid wa Ali. They are going to the town. So what do you think about that wa? Muhammad, yes. And yes, yes. In that context, wa means and. Yes, correct. But in another context, for example, in the Quran, you read this wa duha wal layli idha saja, and then you have another verse in the Quran was samai wat tariq. So you have those wa. So these are not and. If you open the Quran, the translation is by the name of, okay, by this item, by this thing, by this object, right? For example, what duha, by the time of duha, the morning time. So that is not an. So how do you know that? Of course, you have to learn. Oh, this wa, you have to learn about the harf. So this harf, what is the meaning? So this wa, what is the meaning of this wa? And what are the examples? So later, you should be able to identify, oh, this is not an, this is another meaning, right? So this is what we call as a harf. We don't have a specific meaning unless you put it in a sentence, then only you know the exact meaning. But sometimes you have only one meaning for the word, for the harf, such as the word aw. The word aw, the meaning of the word aw is or. So every time you see aw, it is or. Okay, you don't have other meaning for the word aw. So words like this, it is easy. But sometimes you have to look at dictionary. The next word is fi. Fi. This is another harf. Yeah, this is another harf. It is not a noun. It is not a verb. It is not a noun. It is not a verb. So since it is not a noun, it is not a verb, then it is a harf. What is fi? Fi is in or at, depending on the context. Fi, such as I say, fi madrasa, school, right? Madrasa, we have learned that word, madrasa. Fi madrasa, so in school or in the school, fil madrasa, right? So another example, I say, fil lail, lail, lail is night, at night. So it depends on the context, okay? Another example is this, min, min, min means from. So one of the example, the common example for the word min is from. Yeah, from. But sometimes you see it mean, you see the word min, but it is not from. It means one of the, okay, of. So that is also min. Sometimes it means of. Okay, so it depends on the context. All right. So these are some examples of the harf.